Now let's look at the horizontal stretching or compressing. So the case would be similar. So if we have the original function is y equals fx, and then if you transform to y equals fbx, so basically you can see there's some change to the function is we replace the x with bx. Now b would be a number, it could be positive, negative, or it could be more than, its absolute value could be more than 1 or less than 1. And then take a look at what happens to the new point. Again, very similar, we make x0, y0 is a point on the original function. So we have y0 equals fx0. So it means if you put an x0 in, and then you produce the y0. So remember, like a machine. And then what kind of point is going to be on the new function? So basically we make the new point is x and y, then try and find out the relation between x and x0, y and y0. Now again, if we keep keeping y equals y0, so we keep the y coordinate same, so which make it happen and see what happens to the x. So if we make the y equals y0, so then we have y0 equals fbx. So since you produce y0 of this function, so then the bx here has to be x0. Typo. So bx has to be x0 so that you have x0 into the function and you produce y0 just like here. So you cannot change the fact that the original machine, the function, cannot be changed. So if fbx equals x0, you can isolate the x. The x has to be equal x0 divided by b. Okay, so if then the new point is really just, let's say the original point is x0, y0, and then it's really going to transform into the new point is x0 divided by b, and then y0 still the same. Okay, and then you can interpret what's going on, right? So whenever you have something on the x, multiply the x to replace the original x. So y still be the same. So basically nothing happens vertically. The x, the new x, is going to be the original x divided by b. If something divided by b, what happens to the new x coordinate is really depending on what the b is. Okay, so if b is negative, if b less than 0, and then it's a reflection. It's going to be a horizontal reflection. And then depending on the b is more than 1, let's put the absolute value. If the b is actually more than 1, so and then when x0 divided by a number more than 1, so it should be smaller. You get a smaller result. So that's why it's gonna be a horizontal compression. And if it's a b, the absolute value of b, if it's less than 1, then it should be a horizontal, because divided by net smaller than 1 number, you get a bigger result than the original x0. So it's going to be horizontal stretching. Okay, so that's basically explains what happens when you have a b, you multiply the x to replace the original x. So you can have this kind of situation.